Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly love forecast. This is for the week of October 8th through October 14th, 2018. So this week we have Venus retrograde in Scorpio, we have the Sun in Libra, we have the new moon happening in Libra. So wow, it is a week of relationship evaluation, apologies, deep analysis, endings, beginnings, reconnections, you name it. And not just romantically, okay? This is in all relationships, but romance is definitely highlighted. So let's see what's coming out for you this week, Sagittarius. All right, so we have bring love to the situation, new moon in Aquarius. And then we have nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon. And step out of your comfort zone, north node. So Sagittarius, there may be a battle of wills for some of you this week in regards to love and romance. Battle of wills with somebody else or battle of wills within yourself, okay? About a relationship, about a person, for the good or the bad. You know, this is general, so it's different for everybody. But what I'm seeing here is if you have been arguing or fighting, butting heads, not seeing eye to eye, you are better served to kind of detach yourself emotionally from the situation and rise to your higher mind and analyze from there. You know, is it just that you guys are trying to get comfortable with each other? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in a newer situation, newer is somebody you just met, all the way up to like a year, 2 years, right? You guys are really getting to know each other. You're establishing your foundation of the relationship and your routine with each other. So, you know, if this is a brand new, all the way to 2-year-old relationship for you, some of you out there, it's like if you're really having a struggle with each other or within yourself about something, you're being asked to detach yourself more in the beginning of the week, okay? And if you have been nervous, like we're just not getting along, you know, what's going on, I don't feel like you guys are going to break up or anything crazy is really going on. It's just there's been a lot of weird energy and it's affecting everybody differently. So if you've been fighting and maybe even threatening each other or really contemplating maybe this is over, I just don't know. I don't feel like that's what's going to happen here, okay? It's like it's time for us to both grow and stretch in this relationship so that we can solidify it a bit more. So this week is like a tug of war, a bit of struggle between you and whoever you're dealing with romantically, or between you and yourself within about a specific person or what you want, things like that, all right? If you are completely single, nobody you're talking to, this is basically saying, you know, if you've been really freaking out and stressing, like, I'm never ever going to be with anybody, love doesn't work out for me, this is a very clear message. It's like, look, you've got to get out of your head. Like, you can't, you're way too up in your head. Like, your thoughts are just more crazy than you realize, meaning they're so off base about what you deserve, about love, about what could be true for you, regardless of what you've been through, okay? This is saying we've got to detach from all of that and let the past go, let the healing in, because nothing will come of this means you're not going to be single forever, okay? That's just a fear that you're dealing with, that you're trying to work through. And once you get over that, it's time to really step outside of your comfort zone. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations when it comes to dating and romance. Really stretch and grow. That's what this is about, this message, okay? Whether you are in a relationship, you're completely single, or you're just kind of talking to a few people, or you're thinking about somebody of your past, it's like rise above, get out of your head. Whatever you're dwelling on or freaking out about, it's like nothing's going to come of that. It's time for a change. It's time to grow, stretch, and expand, okay? So let's pull some more cards. All right, those are 2 cards. So how you are feeling. We have the Panther power, womb healing, sensuality, righteous rage. All right. And over here we have the anglerfish, illusion, false light, distract. Whew, this just took on a whole deeper meaning. So let's add a little bit more to that, because yeah, definitely a battle of wills and struggle going on between you and another person this week, Sag. And what I feel is, if they're trying to be boisterous or assert themselves, I don't feel like they have the ability to follow through with any sort of thing like that. Like, oh, if you don't do this, I'm gonna leave, or I'm tired. Like, I feel like they're just venting more than there's going to be follow through, okay, with this coming out. Or if that's what you've been doing to them, like you've been asserting yourself, trying to set boundaries, state your needs, and they're not on board with that, it's because they don't really feel like you have the follow through, and you might need to kind of put them in their place. And yeah, so... or maybe you don't have the follow through, Sagittarius, you know, apply it how it fits. But let's add some more cards to how you might be feeling and how the person you're dealing with may be feeling. All right, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Okay. And over here, we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. All right, so this is pretty cut and dry, Sag. You and somebody else are pretending with each other. Like, one of you might be really out and open and honest. Hey, I like you. Hey, I want this. Hey, I want to be with you. And then the other one is like feeling it, but either doubting it or being afraid of commitment, or waiting for the other shoe to drop, or there's, you know, issues of the past that are still kind of tainting the now. And listen, what I get from this is many of the fears that you're dealing with or you're feeling this week, it's really because you're too up in your head. And some of what you might be experiencing isn't really about what's going on right now today. It's about what's happened in the past, and you're seeing like remnants this week, like maybe in the way they're saying things or doing things, and it kind of sparks that fear of past things. And I feel like we've got to overcome that. Like, we've got to let the past go. We've got to get out of our head about it, because even though the anglerfish is here, I don't really feel like, based on this reading, there's anything false taking place here, okay? I just feel like it's more fear-based, and we might be reacting from that place on one side or both sides, actually. But here, you know, if we're in a committed relationship, this is a week where we can truly let all the nonsense of the past go. Like, if things just feel like they've been coming to a head and we haven't been getting along, we haven't been seeing eye to eye, seriously, new moon in Aquarius is what starts your week. So we can come to a new understanding. Nothing has to come of the negativity, of the fighting, of the struggle, you know, whatever the challenge that you guys have been facing, nothing has to come of it. Or if this is just like we're so into each other that we're afraid, you know, oh my God, is this too good to be true? No, it's fine. We've got to step outside of our comfort zone somehow, some way, whether you are single, whether you are dating, whether you're in a new relationship, or you are in a long-term commitment. There's new love. Now, on your side only, and this is just a few Sagittarius, so if you are cross-watching for your Sagittarius, please do not take this message to heart. I just have to put this out there for a few Sagittarius, that I feel if you are in a relationship and somebody else has turned your head, okay, it's false. Nothing will come of it. It's a false light for you. And yeah, they want to take things to the next level, or they want more from you. Like, that's 100% true. But, and you definitely are feeling some vibes sexually, you know, emotionally, like you're feeling a lot for this person. But listen to me, Sagittarius, you are in your head about it, and what you're thinking about it is false. Nothing will come of this. Where you're at, what you're in currently right now is truly where you belong, okay? And if you're not happy in your relationship, you shouldn't leave it or get distracted because of somebody else. Like, that's only going to perpetuate, you know, the energy that you're stuck in right now. If you're truly unhappy, you need to get out of the situation for your own growth and happiness, and for Noah not to be with this person, okay? It's like you've got to step outside of your comfort zone, leave what's familiar, this relationship and this new person that's turning your head. Like, neither one is really what you need, okay? For those of you who are truly unhappy in a relationship and you're thinking of cheating, you've been cheating, you're like, maybe I should leave my person to be with this person. No, nothing's really going to come of it, okay? This is more trying to prompt you to how you really feel and reassess and reevaluate your relationship. Is there longevity in it? If you started focusing all your energy in a positive, happy way into your relationship, would it change? Would it begin to blossom? All right, because you can only work on you, you can only change you, and as you change and elevate and purify your energy, those around you are impacted and affected and respond accordingly. So the more you change for the good, you know, if you're meant to be in this long-term relationship, that person will get on board with you and you'll both grow and stretch into a new dimension of love, okay? But if you're not meant to be in this relationship, then you will come to that understanding, and it's for your own happiness. It's not to go be with somebody else. I promise you that by this reading, okay? So just how to get that out there for a few Sagittarius that are in that struggle. Okay, so let's pull the tarot and see how it wraps up your reading, Sag. Yeah, really don't be distracted by anything. Even if you are like in a relationship and it's like not super long term, but it's like we're not committed yet, or we're just in a struggle. Don't distract yourself with other flirts and things like that. That will do you no good. It will do you no good. It's time to focus on what you truly want out of a relationship and who you are in a relationship and what might need to be changed or talked about, okay? So let's see. All right, so we have the Strength card. We have the Ten of Cups. Yep, this is for those of you that are in that long-term relationship. I just don't feel like you're supposed to get out of it yet. I don't. I feel like there's more to it. Even if you've been unhappy, I feel like there is more to it, okay? Those of you in a newer relationship, new to 2 years old, again, I feel like there's something here. This is not a bull crap, superficial energy that's coming through whatsoever, other than those of you who are noticing somebody else and questioning whether you should be where you are or with that other person. And I'm like, nope, that other person, nope, 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 not according to this reading. Next, we have the King of Swords. We have the Magician. And we have the Nine of Cups. Yep. Sagittarius, this is just too beautiful. Could be dealing with a Leo, could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, sorry. But ultimately, yes, Sagittarius, hear me out. Whatever you guys are involved in right now, who's ever in your life right now today, where you feel that connection, whether it's new or it's very seasoned, this is something special. There's magic, there's fate, there's destiny involved. And at the end of the day, it's like you are both each other's wish, okay? You got the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. I mean, it doesn't get much more beautiful than that in a love reading, except for maybe the Ace and the Two of Cups, but that's more of a fresh, new kind of energy, new kind of connection. What I'm seeing here is like a very seasoned, grown love that may just be in a growing pain right now, and it's not time to throw in the towel. And if this is something newer, there is a lot to be had in this relationship, and you guys might be holding back out of fear, you know, holding on to baggage of the past, etc. It's time to clear all of that. Open yourself up to love. Go outside of your comfort zone. Stretch yourself, because there is something beautiful to be had here. And listen, those of you who are single, I'm telling you, there's love here. You guys are right at the end of this singleness process, okay? But we've got to get out of our head and realize that, you know, we attract what we believe. And if you believe you're unlovable and there's no love for you and everybody sucks and etc etc etc, then you can't align yourself to that one. So look at it this way: when you start feeling really bad, be like, I can't do this because I have my soulmate out there, and I've got to be the best version of me for when we meet and when we align, because that's when it's game on. You should be in preparation mode, not sitting around, you know, being sad, watching tarot readings, when's my love coming in? No, you need to be in preparation mode. Like, you're in spring training. We're almost to the game. It's almost game time. So if you've been just feeling bad and like, you're wrong. I promise you, there is love for you. There is. It's time to get ready, get prepared, because if you're feeling confident, you're going to meet this person no matter what, okay? Destiny's destiny, right? But do you want to meet this person feeling small, little, lacking confidence, lacking self-esteem, feeling desperate for love, feeling desperate for your connection? Or do you want to meet this person being the best version of you that you can possibly be and start your relationship from there? Because when we bring all of our baggage with us, we have to clear all of that before we can fully solidify our connection. And yeah, that could be a very deep bonding experience, but you know what? It's even more bonding when you both are like a clean slate and you're ready for the game and you're both ready to play. And that's what you're truly desiring. So it's spring training time, those of you who have been single for quite some time. And if you're single but you're meeting dud after dud after dud, it's time to get a new team, okay? It's time to get a new team. There's some sort of distraction because there's an element of you that needs to grow, stretch, and change to become the best version of you, to align to that magic romance, that magic love, that soul connection that you are so desiring. And then others of you, I see you in that kind of new, and you're afraid, and is the other shoe going to drop? No, this is something beautiful. It's solidified. There's a lot of life and experience to be had in this relationship. And those of you in those seasoned relationships, no, it is not the time to throw in the towel if you've been thinking that. But if that hasn't even occurred to you, I just feel like this week there's something that just brings you guys into a deeper love, deeper connection. If we've been having a battle of wills and struggle, that's all going away. We just, I don't know, come together. It's beautiful, all right? So excellent reading, Sagittarius, for this week in regards to love and romance. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.